Welcome to How to Break into Luxury, the 5 power moves you can take today. My name is Lisa Becker. I'll be one of your hosts today. Bridget Stuart is my co-host, but let's set the stage a little bit for what's going to happen today. And again, thank you for taking the start of your holiday time to come in and really explore this with us. We know that there are people represented from all over the country and hopefully a few from Canada. And it doesn't matter what town, what city, wherever you are, there are always sections with a higher priced product. And that higher priced real estate product, it could be 500,000 in your area, it could be 5 million in your area. There's one thing in common though. It's often a higher net worth individual who's buying and selling those properties. Now, not all the time, and we can explore on that maybe later, yet it's a higher net worth individual really in that space. Some of you may already be working with those people, working with that type of affluent product, and you might pick up some tips today. Others, you're just breaking in and you're looking at what are actions I can take right now? And that's what you're going to get today. Bridget and I are going to go through 5 moves you can take today, whether your database is 50 people or 500 people. We're going to take a look at 5 moves you can take today where you can take action immediately. And we'll go through all of those. So who are we? So this is a chance for Bridget and I to give you a little bit about our backgrounds of why would these women be leading this call. So Bridget, I'll throw it over to you to give a start to that.
Yeah, so Lisa and I, by coincidence, have also known each other since 2008, and we've collaborated with luxury agents in Keller Williams for years. Just to let you know, I've been in real estate full-time since November 1998. And right out of the gate focused on a listing-based business with an emphasis in water-oriented luxury and horse properties. So that is just a little bit of time, really heavily involved in this area, both on the East Coast and the West Coast. And my coaching clients, the majority of them are producing luxury agents. So that is one of the reasons why I'm here today.
Great, thanks. Yeah, Bridget and I have had a trajectory kind of side by side at Keller Williams. I've been in real estate since January 2002, have only ever been with Keller Williams, started in Austin at the Southwest Market Center, the home of it all, and moved to Southern California to open brokerages when we were Keller Who. And the geographies, 2 of those were in the Laguna Beach area, and then one in San Diego. And that is the one I'm with now. And I'm also an investor and started that market center. And it's in the Del Mar area of San Diego, and spent 10 years building that market center as team leader in an affluent luxury area, recruiting luxury agents. And in 2013, I joined MAPS. And since then have been selling real estate as well as primarily coaching luxury agents across the country. So Bridget and I kind of had a trajectory that was side by side, and we tend to do a lot with the luxury communities. We're both very involved with Brady and with Caroline and with luxury MAPS clients. So with that, Bridget, I'm going to turn it back over to you to kick us off.
Great. Can get so just to put all of us in the frame of mind of expanding wherever your luxury business is today, and put a context in front of everything we're going to discuss. I just wanted to take a moment and share one of my favorite quotes that puts me in the mindset of ease, elegance, and luxury. So elegance is not about being noticed. It's about being remembered. And that's from Giorgio Armani. So if we can keep that in mind as we discuss these 5 power moves, you're going to be able to get yourself in motion and carry yourself in a way where you are embracing and seeing the possibility for yourself and your business, and create an experience with your customers where you will be remembered. So I'm going to give a quick overview of the 5 moves that we're going to cover. Do not feel like you have to write all of this down. We will share the slide again at the end. But the 5 moves we're going to discuss today is the first is identify influencers and connectors within your existing database. Become the economist of choice in your luxury market. Authentically unlock the affluent door with your existing passions. You're going to reach out of state to actually build your local brand perception and forge influencer connections who will deliver high net worth individuals and people that are making moves that impact real estate. So those are the 5 that Lisa and I feel are most accessible to everyone, that everyone on this call can do literally starting this afternoon. So
Okay.
Lisa, I'd like for you to cover the first one.
Okay, and I'm going to also do a shout out to thank Ruby, who is managing our slides today, and she is the EA for Bridget. And again, thanks to Bella, who is our social media manager at KWRI with Maps. Okay, number 1, and just to let you know, Bridget and I coach all over the country. I'm headquartered in San Diego, yet what we're going to discuss, it doesn't matter if you're in San Diego, St. Louis, or Bar Harbor, Maine. It transcends everywhere that you are. So number 1, influencers and connectors. All of you have within your database, again, if it's 50 or 5,000, 2 types of people, and you need to know who they are. So write down influencer and connector. Okay. The influencer may not talk as much, may not be the most social one, yet when they speak, people listen. If they recommend someone, others are going to stop and say, gosh, if that's who the name Bridget gave me, this must be really good. I should reach out to this person. Now let's look at the connector. You know who the connectors are. The connectors are out there. They're verbal, they're social, and they take great pleasure in connecting people. They may not necessarily be your high net worth person. They may not necessarily be in that type of home, yet they have connections. They're the ones saying, you know what, Lisa, you need to know Bridget. You two need to know each other. Let me put you together. They are naturally the one that people come to get recommendations. So your connectors, again, more outward, more social, and they're connecting. They take great joy in being asked to help connect. And they are your sales force. They are rolling out into the community to be your sales force. Now, different a little bit than the influencer. The influencer may not want to necessarily go to lunch with you or go out for happy hour. They often are the owners of companies. They're the C-level executives. Again, they hold influence. You can build your relationship or further your relationship with both of them at a deeper level. And yet, first, you need to know who they are. I really recommend for this exercise, and it kills one tree, print your database. If it's 5,000 people, print it once. You'll come back to it again and again. And go through, highlight, know who they are. If you want to do it inside Command, identify those. In that, not everyone in your database that is a relationship holds the same opportunity. We have a wonderful program in never ending referrals called the D2 program, which you start with the A's and the Z's. And yet in that, you may often overlook the 2 types of individuals that can give you the quickest and highest return. Gary says, we don't talk to people we don't know till we focus on the people we do. Go in and find these 2 individuals in your database. They're the ones with whom you need to be wishing Merry Christmas and making a plan to start the year to get more into relationship. And as we go on and speak about the other 4 points, we're going to show you how you'll be able to show up to those people in a way that instills confidence that you're capable of selling luxury real estate or buying luxury real estate. Okay, influencers and connectors.
Got to find them. And the second is become the economist of choice in your luxury market. I'm happy to, Aaron or Ruby, maybe we could pop a link to that master data tracker in the chat. So you literally want to study, know, see, and feel your luxury market. If you are truly committed to having a higher percentage of your business next year be in the luxury realm, You have got to be in the houses, in the neighborhoods, and you have got to become an expert on what's happening with that strata of the market. So we have a super simple Google spreadsheet where every week you or your assistant would literally go into your market, put in your threshold price, I'll just say 1 million up, and you literally track new listings, pendings, new pendings, closed, expired, withdrawn. There's a very simple data set, and you want to study that, you want to know it, and you want to become fluent in how to discuss it. When you are doing marketing, you want to make sure if you have a newsletter, there is a section that is all about the luxury market in your area. You may want to consider doing extra mailings that are specifically about what is happening in the luxury market. The biggest thing is you've got to also feel it. I think it is critical. It's an underutilized tool and not enough people talk about. Preview the properties. You have got to get into those homes. And when you're in that house, you need to ground yourself in that home, find a spot in the house. I love the butler's pantry. I will stop in a butler's pantry and I will say in my head, I don't want the listing agent to think I'm a lunatic. Um, these are the homes I sell. My clients buy and sell these homes daily. This is my product. This is where I belong. You affirm in that house, in the environment, placing yourself there, that this is the product you sell. There is, even on video marketing, you want to possibly do your regular market update, and then you do a special luxury market update. You need to see it, feel it, taste it, smell it, speak it. It's got to be something that you're doing on a weekly basis.
Okay, great. As you get these stats, I'll do a transition into the next one. I very much promote, and my clients do this all the time, have a statistic bullet point in your back pocket. It's your soundbite. If you were being interviewed for the news, you want to speak in sound bites to where they could cut and edit you, and there's one piece they could give. Your soundbite might be, oh my gosh, did you know 75% of listings right now are related to seniors? It's somehow related to the senior market, right? And that then encourages people to ask, well, tell me more about that, or what do you mean? Yet take some of these stats, have one that's in your back pocket that you can pull out, and it has you really appearing sharp and smart in that marketplace. Now, here's the other. I'm going to go into authentic and being true to your authentic style. And you know what? I'm going to get that exact bullet right back up in front of me. It is authentically unlocking the affluent door with your existing passion. So what's the definition of authentic? Staying true to your core beliefs, and that your actions align with your words. When you're looking to either get a group together where you feel they might be luxury conversations going on, or you want to show up at areas where you believe those types of individuals may be, you have to stay true to who you are. If you don't like wine, don't go to a wine tasting. And that would not be the event you would put together for your group. And not everything that we do has to be perceived as a luxury or a higher end situation. What would you be doing in your free time if you weren't working? Whatever that is, that's when you show up the most powerful, you're the most engaged, you have the most curiosity. And that is the definition for charisma. When you're showing up in that way, you become very charismatic. That has people want to connect with you. And not everyone who may be at those events are high net worth or in luxury, yet you're building your database because anyone can refer you a luxury property or a luxury sale. But when you're showing up the areas where you authentically would be regardless, that's when you're really confident. And I'll give you an example. I went to University of Texas. I am Texas Longhorn. I am college football for about 6 months out of the year, and very involved with my local alumni group. And I'm in a t-shirt and a ball cap watching college football. Yet that has broadened my database and added to my database with relationships, where now in the other things that Bridget and I are going to speak about, we're showing up to that database in ways that have them viewing me as capable and confident of luxury, and luxury referrals come in. Whatever it is that you'd want to go do, just look at it as that's when you're your most powerful, whether for you to broaden your database or to coordinate for your group. Bridget said this on a call that she and I hosted recently, which is high net worth people, the luxury real estate clients can buy way better champagne than I can ever give them. They can go and have way better meals that I can treat them to or curate an experience way at a much higher level than I could give to them. When you stay in your authentic zone of what you love, and that's those experiences you curate and invite them to, that's when you're powerful. If you volunteer for an organization, invite them to come volunteer with you. If you're interested in history and architecture, find a free walking tour and invite your entire database to go on that free walking tour with you. There may only be 5 people that show up, and those are the 5 to further your relationships at that moment. That may be the experience you give someone that they wouldn't think to give to themselves. So stay true to what you want to do and you like. You're your most powerful, your most charismatic. Use that to build your database, and then you can show up in the ways that help you drive luxury business and get referrals from that group. So authentic, staying true to who you are. That's it. Bridget.
Excellent. This next one, I think Bella will be excited about because it heavily involves social media. My high Ds, hear me out. You can create a local brand perception of being remarkably successful, connected, and selling and involved in a high number of luxury sales by connecting with out-of-state luxury agents and spotlighting one of their listings, one of their recent sales, and them on your social media. And I would expect a flurry of activity in the chat because you're in a room where you could easily connect with somebody from each state. I have several clients right now that they're kicking off 2025 and they're doing 51 luxury properties over the course of 2025. So it's all 50 states plus DC. I see we have a few people in the room from Puerto Rico. We should just go ahead and make it 52. They could also highlight a luxury property in Puerto Rico. But the key to this, when you're on your social media and you highlight Lisa Becker in Carmel Valley, San Diego, and one of her properties, the perception of everyone who already knows you is, wow, that's a pretty amazing property. By the way, Bella can back me up on this. Everyone wants to look at luxury property, whether they can afford it or not. You typically will have high engagement on those posts. That stimulates the algorithm and gets you more traffic to anything you post by doing this. So when you do that, your people that know you perceive you as being incredibly connected with other successful luxury agents. You're going to have a variety of types of properties, and that will enhance how they see you in your local market. I think everyone on this call should consider doing that for the next year. If you are truly like, I'm on fire and I'm selling more luxury properties, I would do 52 properties in the next 52 days. You know, you don't have to do it over the course of the whole year. You could have your own tag, and then people are going to follow it and they're going to be excited to see what states tomorrow and what is that property going to be.
Okay, I'm going to transition into that. Everyone has a fascination for real estate.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what real estate it is. They want to see the fix and flip. We would not have the plethora of channels on cable and streaming about, flip this house and love it or list it if people didn't have the fascination. And so highlighting those properties from out of area, here's what happens unconsciously. When they see that, they see it again and again. The unconscious makes the leap to where, wow, Bridget sells a lot of luxury real estate.
That's right.
And none of them are her listings. The unconscious makes the leap. Bridget must be really good at this because Bridget has this luxury properties all over. So the unconscious makes the leap. Recently, an email came in from a gentleman in outside of Austin, Texas, with a ranch, a gorgeous ranch. He promoted that property and said, feel free to copy this link and post it to any of your social media. And I thought, good for him that he was doing that. So yes, reach out of state and being able to build that local brand perception with what you're doing with others. Now, here's kind of the last one. Let's move into forging influencer connections who'll deliver high net worth people on the move. So, what does that look like? Somewhere in your database, and I did see a question about, do you highlight the influencers and the connectors? Yes, highlight both of them, because you'll do business or speak to both of them differently. The connector is going to want to meet you out for coffee or for lunch or for happy hour. The influencer may not want to do that, yet there are questions that you can go to the influencer for to get their advice. And it kind of leads into this fifth one. There are professions out there where they are working with individuals on the move. For example, hospital human resources. They are always bringing new physicians into the market, interviewing them, wanting to sell them on that local area. Hospital human resources, university or college department heads. May not be human resources with them. It may be the department heads who are looking to bring in a professor and they want to sell them on the city, on the university. They come in contact with those individuals. That's two specific ones right there. And I have one client who works with someone in hospital HR. When they're bringing a new physician in, she takes them on the town tour. And she has a book that she gives them about the city, and she shows them the area, finds out what they're interested in, gives them that tour. Now, if they get extended a hiring invitation and they accept, it is hands down when they're coming back in, they're calling her saying, Jen, we're ready to go. We're ready to buy. And then you may have multiple transactions with them later. Is it a little bit more upfront to take the time to do that? Yes, it is. It's work. It comes dressed in overalls and sometimes looks like it takes a while. Yet it is. She closed 4 transactions last year from a hospital HR contact. I have another client in Champaign-Urbana, Illinois, which is home of University of Illinois, and she has relationships with 2 department heads, and they specifically call them town tours. Phone rings. Her name happens to be Lisa. And they say, Lisa, we're ready. We need to book a town tour with you. She takes that professor, again, does a little bit of a buyer consult, almost more on lifestyle than on property, because she wants to find out what hobbies do they have, what's going to interest them about the city, and then does that tour. And again, then when they come in, they use her. And professors are on the move every few years, a lot of those that are working their way up in their tenure, and they also then list with her when they leave. There are other examples, but those are the 2 that come to mind. If you don't know anyone in those 2 professions, that is a great phone call to one of the influencers. Bridget, it's Lisa Becker. I have a favor to ask if you have a moment. I need to know, I have a who do you know question. Who do you know who might be with the St. Luke's Hospital office administration or human resources? By any chance, do you have a contact anywhere in there, et cetera? Those are the individuals you can call. Now, lastly, you approach them coming from contribution, 100%. Bridget, thank you for seeing me today. We have a mutual friend in Stan the Man, and Bridget's in hospital administration. And I say, what could I provide you that makes your life easier in working with some of the physicians you're looking to bring into the San Diego area? What could I provide you? Because I am so connected with the different parts of town, right? You come from contribution. Would you like zip code maps and a book that highlights all the different areas? Would you like information on the different areas and the parks and the restaurant? What could I give to you that makes your life easier as you're looking to sell San Diego, and St. Luke's on them. You come from contribution, and by doing that, you build that relationship. Well, they will then come back to you and want to work with you as their person from out of town. So those are the 5 power moves. Ruby, can we bring that slide back up? Let's look into what are the 5 moves that we just went through that for action you can take today. Know who the influencers and connectors are within your database and heighten or build your relationship with them in a way that's appropriate. Become the economist of choice in your luxury market. Ensure that you have those bullet points, those talking points you can pull out at a moment's notice that has you appear like, hey, your head's in the game and you're a full-time realtor. Then go to the places, be what is authentic to you to unlock those doors, those relationships with your existing passion. Show up in the areas where you naturally have curiosity, and that will build charisma for you. And then you have the ability to go out of state or out of your city, out of state, to other agents, get their luxury properties, get what they're doing, and you put that out on yours to build that brand perception that your head's in the game of luxury real estate. Because again, the unconscious says, if their head's in the game of that, they must be good at that, and they must be good that they have clients. And then last, forge those connections that could bring you closer to high net worth people on the move. So those are the 5 power moves you can take today, whether you're in luxury or you're just looking to break into it, again, no matter the size of your database. So that takes us through there. And to close that out, Ruby, let's come to the next quote. Sheryl Sandberg, tech entrepreneur, philanthropist. I think that she is well over $1 billion right now in net worth. And she has said it's the ultimate luxury to combine passion and contribution. It's also the clear path to happiness. Through all of this, Bridget and I want you to remember that you stay true to yourself, authentically with what you like to do. And when you come from contribution, you come from how can I help you with what you're looking to do? That's when you're your most powerful. And so that's going to lead you to where you want to be. So those are our 5 power moves. And yet, don't go away, because Bridget has a bonus for you. So Bridget.
I have a bonus. So what's going to make all of this happen is your mindset and your self-perception. And any of you in this call, I'm assuming you all at least want to increase the percentage of your total units that are luxury. Every morning in your mindset routine, add in affirmations of being a luxury agent, attracting luxury clients. You move through the day with ease and elegance. You sell luxury properties with ease and elegance. You want to, I am the master economist of choice for luxury properties in Kansas City. Add in those affirmations in your visualization. Do a 10-second visualization every morning and ground it by incorporating all 5 of your senses into the visualization. And it is you in a beautiful luxury home. You're putting your sign out front. You're hearing the sign go into the ground. You're feeling it give. You want to incorporate a visual, even if it's 10 seconds. But your mindset must be one of, if anyone can sell luxury properties at a high level in my market, it's me. I am the luxury expert. People come to me for my expertise in the luxury market. They are attracted. Clients are attracted to my customer experience, my knowledge. Every day, you've got to be working that into your mindset. If you want any of these to work on your mindset to make sure that you cement it with the fuel. It's the gas that you put in the car that actually makes it run. So I've really appreciated your time and attention during this. Lisa, thank you so much for co-hosting this. We love doing this. We were joking we could do this every day. We also have more classes coming. February 6th, we will have another class, which is almost like the follow-up and continuation of the conversation we had today. So Lisa, let me turn that over to you.
Yeah, if you have any interest in that, just reach out to us.
It has been my pleasure to do this with Lisa and meet all of you, and feel free to reach out and just kick this year off and make this the year that you break into luxury. Many times it's something people want to do for years and they just kind of like time goes by and they get caught up in what they're doing. Time block at least an hour every week where you're immersing yourself in what are you doing to actually develop that luxury business you want to have. Minimum of 1 hour a week. Okay. And put it on the calendar. And if you erase, you must.
Replace.
Thank you. All right. Thank you guys so
Okay.
much. Lisa, I'm turning it over to you.
I'm going to say the same thing. Bridget and I are here, happy to reach out to us with questions or with text. We're happy to help, and good luck to all of you. Be intentional and purposeful in 2025. Write out what you want to accomplish that will hold yourself accountable. At the end of the day, the only person who can make you accountable is yourself. Write it out, know what it is, then be intentional about it. Go off and have a really great holiday. Refresh yourselves, and we'll see you in the new year.